Hello, this is the Lord's Legion and welcome to another countdown. And in this video we're going to be doing something a little different and we're going to be counting down the top 10 Lil T bars of all time. And if you still underestimate him purely because of his age, well, let me prove you wrong. So without further ado, let's begin with the countdown.
Hearing text like "sock your mom," yeah, now I'm back to my mom.
Now this bar comes from the only track from Lil T's that is still missing to this day. But the reason why I wanted to add this bar on this list is purely because of how confusing it is. Like, is he saying that he heard someone telling him to suck his own mum only for him to go back to his mum? Because if that's the case, that is just ew.
The war has begun, never gonna be over. Keep sending ring plans to a molder, to a line like 6 feet under in a coma. Yeah, yo.
Now these bars right here show how relentless Lil T really is, and Lil T himself tells us that he won't give up until he's pretty much dead, and that just shows dedication right there.
Had your man bent over, hands on the floor, finish, he wanted some more.
Okay, so it's bad enough that Lil T has implied that he has shagged someone's nan, but the fact that he says that he forcibly had them bent over is pretty sinister if you ask me.
Why did he call you stoner guy? You don't smoke weed, you don't get high.
Now that is literally two roasts in one, with Lil T calling out some guy called Stoner Guy because he doesn't smoke weed and he doesn't get high. Basic rhymes, but you know, it's pretty effective.
I don't know, source digger, might have to torture this nigga.
Now that is pretty extreme for a 12-year-old to say, because not only is he saying the N-word, but he's also saying this while talking about another black person, which is pretty wrong.
I am a bomb, and the whack bad, you'll be gone, Syria.
Now Lil T is on a whole other level with this one because he's going so political. And this is also back in the day when Syria was still a thing, which is... whoa.
Marco, you will get sparkle, your mum's on crack, you look like you won't smack. Yeah, I am 12, it's my time to shine, shut your mouth up, I bet your mum's fine.
Honestly, I didn't want too many bars from Road Rage, so I had to make a tiebreaker, and I couldn't live with having one bar without the other from Road Rage. But I think this is the first time I've ever heard someone saying that you look like someone's Mac as an insult. And this is also probably the first time I've ever heard a rapper saying that he is 12 within a bar and it's his time to shine. And I think that is very creative, and honestly, I'm not even taking the piss. Like, this is really good coming from a 12-year-old.
My mum and dad is proud, cause they had doubts that I couldn't spit.
I mean, on one hand, it's pretty nice that he wants his mum and dad to be proud, but one, I highly doubt that they ever doubted that he could ever spit. And two, if they ever saw any of his raps, chances are they'll be wondering as to how he got to this mess.
Man's better than T-Pack, when I see your brother he's gonna get a panic attack.
Sorry, but in hindsight, no one is better than Tupac, but at least he has some confidence within his own bars. He also tells us that he's that hard that whenever he's gonna see our brothers, then they're going to get a panic attack. Forgot he was hard. But before we get to number one, I want to do a quick few honourable mentions.
Been doing grind for a long time.
Yeah, sure you have. I mean, you're only 12 after all. Well, you were 12 when that tune came out, but even then you're, what, 13 now? Clearly an experienced MC right there.
Bet you got hair under your armpits.
Well, if someone did say that you've got hair under your armpits back in primary, then that's pretty much your life over. And when you say that to a girl, then that's just game over.
Yes, and I bet you your dad's called Ted, hiding them kids in the shed.
When Lil T does some pedo allegations, I mean the title isn't lying when it says deeper.
Say I'm all India's kid, come to your house with 12 of my kids, murder this kid, you're the city to be yours to fit.
I agree with you, Lil T, you are far from the most cringiest kid. Also bringing 12 of your kids just to murder some kid, ruthless. But what the fuck is a flid?
Yeah, you're a blow weed for a flag, go buy some new little slag, go buy some new little slag, go.
Now I know Lil T has said some crazy shit before, but this is probably the most aggressive I've ever heard from Lil T, and I love it.
Sophie, your mum's a nonce.
I know this doesn't count as a bar, but I'd feel so bad if I didn't put this on the honourable mention spot at least. Moving on.
Got excluded for rape, but back then I also want a BG.
1, yeah, sure you got excluded for rape. And 2, why would he even want to boast about that? However, this is one of the funniest and classic Lil T bars that I've ever heard. But the reason why it's not on the list is that you can't really have 2 bars from Lil T revolving around rape, because there's only one that deserves to be on this list. And you've all seen this coming.
Yo, yes, like the bifter, I'm gonna rape your little sister.
Now I don't know what's worse, the fact that a 12-year-old is saying that he's gonna rape someone, or the fact that he says little sister specifically. But this bar is so messed up and so popular in fact that everyone just laughs their asses off whenever anyone mentions it out in the open. And when someone dares to say yo, yeah, like the bifter, everyone's gonna be like, and I'm gonna rape your little sister. And honestly, that bar deserves to be number 1. So this concludes my list, and before anyone says, oh, how dare you pick on a 12-year-old kid, this is all just for banter, it's for laughs, and I honestly have nothing against Lil T as a person. So what is your favourite Lil T bar? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video, please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.